Hello, welcome, and thanks for being here. My name is Susan, and I'm Mary. Over the next few minutes, you are going to see why professors and educators around the country and around the world are so excited about the release of Dr. Stephen Rulak's 5-volume, The Property Knowledge System. And we have a special treat in store for you. You're going to hear what one professor, Dr. Bruce Gordon, has to say about the Property Knowledge System and why he is so excited about using the first volume of the 5-volume set, Property Fundamentals, as his designated text for his introductory real estate course. Dr. Gordon is a professor of finance and the senior real estate faculty member of the nationally regarded College of Business at the University of Northern Alabama. Dr. Gordon is an esteemed educator. He's been selected as University's Teacher of the Year, and he's active in the North Alabama real estate markets as the owner and broker of Bruce Gordon Real Estate and as the president of the Gordon Group Properties. All right, since Dr. Gordon is a respected educator and a successful real estate professional and entrepreneur, what he says has a special significance for anyone teaching real estate and every property professional in every phase of the real estate business. Dr. Gordon models the higher education priority on combining relevance and rigor. His courses are relevant because students learn things they can use through their lives, and rigorous because Dr. Gordon's courses have deep academic roots, connecting what happens in class to the most respected research. Let's not keep Dr. Bruce Gordon waiting. Mary, would you ask Dr. Gordon the first question? Of course, Susan, it is my pleasure. So, Dr. Gordon, I know you are a big fan of the Property Knowledge System, and you particularly like Volume 1, Property Fundamentals. What about Property Fundamentals do you especially like?
I like it because it not unlike many real estate books, it actually brings in the corporate real estate side as well. It talks about the concept of place not only from an individual standpoint, but also how businesses use that. There's a great case study in there dealing with Starbucks and dealing with Walmart, and they take totally different approaches to their real estate and to their place decisions, but they've both been wildly successful in what they've done. And I love the fact that it covers the personal and the corporate, and the fact that you can do an introductory level course or you can use it for more advanced students as well.
Excellent. Now, just to be sure I've got this straight, you like Property Fundamentals because it brings in the concept of place for both the individual and the business. And you like the valuable real-life case studies that give students a first-hand look at how the ideas and concepts work in the real world. You like the fact that Property Fundamentals covers both the personal and corporate side of real estate. And you like the fact that a professor can use the Property Knowledge System books to design any number of real estate courses from basic to advanced. Dr. Gordon, it sure sounds like you really like Property Fundamentals. What else makes Property Fundamentals so unique? What makes it such a good book for an introductory course? And what's another advantage this textbook gives a professor who designates this book for their class?
The advantage of the Property Fundamentals book is that instead of having a chapter on law and a chapter on mortgages and a chapter on different types of deeds, the book brings together sort of a whole life approach to real estate, and it weaves the real estate decisions that you make into all the other decisions that you make in the book. And it talks about not only the economic impact, but the impact on your family, the impact on the culture, and it brings all the different parts of a decision together in one place, so that it's not just a narrow, here are the facts to pass the state exam with, but here's how real estate folds into your entire life.
So the integrated approach to the subject, weaving all of the aspects of real estate decisions together, just like how the real world actually works, is a much more engaging way for students to learn the subject. Susan, I know that students really like that integrated approach to telling it like it is. Yes, Mary, I'm totally down with that way of learning. Dr. Gordon mentioned one reason that he likes the Property Knowledge System is because it's a single 5-volume textbook that supports multiple courses. We want to know more about why one text containing the knowledge to supporting multiple courses is such a valuable benefit to students and professors.
Another advantage of the Property Fundamentals book is that it can be used in several different ways. You can bring in a first semester freshman, a second semester freshman that's had no business background, no real estate background at all, and the book provides you with all the background material that you need for that person to understand what's going on, and you can develop a course that works fine for people with no prerequisites at all. But if you choose to, the book has enough advanced features in there that you could use it for a more advanced class for people that have had some business background and economics and accounting background.
Dr. Gordon, please share your thoughts on the scope of the book. What do you think about the from micro to macro way the author, Dr. Stephen Rulak, covers the topics? How valuable is this full spectrum approach to helping students and serious professionals to mastering what property is all about?
Another facet of the Property Fundamentals book that I enjoy is that it takes things from both a micro and macro approach. You can look at real estate from a high level view and talk about how it affects our economy and it's a very global focused book. But you can also get all the way down to, okay, here's what you would expect at the closing table, and here's the documents that are important, and here's why title insurance is important. So you can take it all the way from that micro level up to a very high level view of real estate, and all of those are very valuable to our students, and I enjoy that aspect of the book.
Well, Susan, it certainly sounds like Dr. Gordon does like the property knowledge system. It sure does, Mary. But when you think about it, what's not to like? The 5-volume property knowledge system is the most complete real estate textbook ever published. And the author, Dr. Stephen Rulak, is one of the top real estate experts in the entire world. The property knowledge system distills and integrates a lifetime of real-world experience and thought leadership in a very engaging and accessible presentation. Along with Wisconsin's legendary James Graskamp, Dr. Rulak was one of the only 2 academics to be named to the University of California's list of the 100 individuals who had the most impact upon real estate in the 21st century. Studies of some 4,000 plus property scholars have ranked Dr. Rulak's research first, second, third, or fourth, depending on what criteria may be employed. And he founded, built, and led the real estate consulting and valuation practices of the largest and third largest accounting firms in the world. And not only that, Mary, besides being one of the most comprehensive and most authoritative real estate books ever published, the text in the property knowledge system is supported with infographics that make learning easy, over 100 cartoons that make learning more enjoyable, and colored photos done so well that you feel like you're actually there. Susan, Property Fundamentals is such a fabulous textbook, and Dr. Gordon is such a great professor. He's the smart, pragmatic, caring professor we all wish we had. I want to register for Dr. Gordon's introductory real estate course right now. Me too, Mary. Maybe we can take the class together. We could be study buddies. Oh, but first, let's get back to Dr. Gordon. So I'm interested in what Dr. Gordon has to say about all of the special support he's received from Dr. Rulak and his staff since he started using the first volume, Property Fundamentals, as the textbook for his introductory real estate principles course.
Another thing that's great about the Property Fundamentals book is the support that I get from Stephen Rulak and his staff. I'm in a department where I'm the only real estate person, and that can be a lonely existence at times when you don't have colleagues that you can bounce things off of and talk to about how to take a course and how to develop it and do different things. And Stephen and his staff have always been just a phone call or an email away. They've been very responsive. And if you adopt this book, I think you can expect that same level of support from him and his staff, and it's been really wonderful to work with them. And they're willing to do anything they can to help you in your quest to make the course a success.
So not only is the textbook great, but Dr. Rulak and his staff are super responsive and supportive too. Dr. Gordon, how did the decline in the real estate markets affect your class enrollment? And what did you do to attract so many students to your introductory real estate class?
Since the real estate market came down, my class attendance, the registration has actually dropped to just a very minimal amount of people. The number of students I have in the class has been very small. And when I adopted this book and started advertising the course as one that's good for everyone, not just a finance elective, but good for every student on campus. Even though we did this at the last minute and it was last minute decision, our class attendance, our class enrollment doubled the first semester.
That's impressive. Using Dr. Rulak's book actually helped increase class enrollments. Dr. Gordon, tell us a little about how the publisher has supported you using property fundamentals, and give us some insight on what you've done to make your introductory real estate course, with the property fundamentals as your designated text, so popular and so well attended.
Another interesting thing about using property fundamentals is the way that the publisher and their support staff helps you to market the course. In the past, sometimes I've just, we've offered the course and real estate market was hot and the room filled up and that was all I worried about. But as the real estate market has cooled and the enrollment in the class has dropped off, I've started wanting to make an active effort to market the course. And Stephen Rulak and his support staff have come up with some great ideas to market the course so that it increases the enrollment. Not bad job security for someone either when you've got a class with really high enrollment like that. And they arranged for me to be part of a press conference where I talked about the book and the different way that this book approaches life and approaches real estate from a holistic approach. And we've done some things on campus and they're coming up with more ideas that I can use next semester to market the course. And I think that that's going to, the support of the publisher in marketing the course is going to make this course even more successful.
We understand that after working with Dr. Rulak's team to help market your course, something else extraordinary happened to Dr. Gordon. Tell us what happened.
Another good thing that happened as a result of us marketing the course along with the publisher is that we were featured in a newspaper article in the local paper that talked about the different way we're approaching this course and how valuable it will be not only for business majors but for other majors as well, or even people from the community. And my dean sent me a nice email congratulating me on getting the publicity, and that was a good thing. And I think it's going to be exciting that we get to interact with all kinds of different majors and not just business majors, because that makes the classroom environment that much richer, and that makes the course a lot of fun.
Wow, that's pretty amazing when you think about it. Whoever heard of a textbook publisher offering resources and being willing to help a professor beef up enrollments? I'm really beginning to understand why Dr. Gordon is so excited about the property knowledge system and why he thinks Property Fundamentals is the perfect textbook for your entry-level courses. Given this, I'm really interested where Dr. Gordon sees himself going with the property knowledge system. What's the goal for your introductory real estate principle course?
And my goal is to take this to where to the point, and I've gotten a lot of support from Stephen and his staff on doing this. My goal is to take it to where it's the most popular course on campus and something that is not only for business majors, but for every major on campus. And I'm getting a lot of support from my department chair and a lot of support from my dean. Of course, they love the idea of us bringing in credit hours from departments other than finance and from schools other than the College of Business. That makes them very happy, and if they're happy, I'm happy most of the time. So I'm very, very excited about that aspect of the book.
Susan, that makes so much sense. After all, whether you rent, lease, or own, and whether you are a tenant or a landlord, one way or another, everybody is involved in real estate. That's right, Mary. Between renting an apartment, being a landlord, leasing or buying a home, leasing an office space, dealing with rental or sales contracts, or just deciding where to live, everybody is involved in real estate. I agree with Dr. Gordon. Everyone should take a good introductory real estate course. A good intro course like that would give you knowledge you can use and benefit from for now on. And given that the 5-volume property knowledge system covers 16 unique knowledge domains in real estate, it sounds like the property knowledge system is the perfect single textbook you can designate to take students from an introductory level course on real estate all the way up to any number of advanced topics and graduate level courses. Dr. Gordon, thank you so much for telling us why you like the property knowledge system.
And one cool thing about the Property Fundamentals book is that it has a lot of value-added features that traditional textbooks just don't have. And the behavioral side of things, the personality side of things is an example of that. they're actually going to have an app available that will help students to figure out what type of personality they have and how that matches up with their decision about where would be the best place for them to live. It matches their personality type with place decisions, and I think that's very exciting, and that's just one example of the value-added types of things that you get with the Property Fundamentals book. And I think that over time those tools are just going to increase substantially. I'm a big believer in things like that. For my company, I don't hire anybody without giving them a personality test. And if you're making a decision that affects your life as much as the where do I live type decision, why wouldn't you want to bring all the tools possible to that decision?
Well, Mary, Property Fundamentals certainly sounds like the perfect introductory level real estate textbook. That's right, Susan. Property Fundamentals is the perfect introductory level real estate textbook. And the 5-volume, The Property Knowledge System, which include Property Fundamentals, is the perfect textbook for any and every real estate course you care to design, from introductory to advanced. Dr. Rulak even provides the outlines for 14 different courses, all of which would be popular and all of which can be taught using the Property Knowledge System textbook. Mary, you sound almost as excited about the Property Knowledge System as Dr. Gordon. I am excited, Susan. Just think about it. As a student, I only have to buy one textbook, and that book is good for introductory, intermediate, and advanced classes. You know how expensive textbooks are. Having one textbook that covers 2 or 3 or 4 courses is a major plus as far as I'm concerned. So a student could save $500, maybe even $1,000 in textbook costs. Wow. Susan, as always, you are spot on. The Property Knowledge System and Property Fundamentals is the perfect textbook for professors and students. And with all the marketing support the publisher gives professors, it sounds like classrooms are going to fill up everywhere the Property Knowledge System is the designated textbook. That's right, Mary. I'm not a professor, but based on everything Dr. Gordon has shared with us today, if I were a professor, the Property Knowledge System would be the only textbook I'd designate for all my real estate courses. Okay, now that's clear, Madam Professor. Now all that's left is this. If you have questions, visit our website at www.propertyknowledgesystem.com or call us direct at phone number 415-451-4300. And if you don't have any questions, just go through normal channels and designate the Property Knowledge System for all your real estate courses. And let the fun begin! So, on behalf of the author and publisher, Dr. Stephen Rulak, this is Susan, and this is Mary, and we'll see you in class!